Just wanted to show you how to turn on the pedal board so that you can use the Playback software. On the right side, underneath here, is a little switch. It's kind of a mess to get in there, but you got a direct box right here and the power strips right here. So it's right, if you're looking at this TC electronic, the switch is just below the T and in about 3-4 inches. So once you turn this on, so select this guy right here. So once you got that on, you should be able to just select play, and that should play the song, which it is. So to stop it, it's really just pausing it. You hit the play pause. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory here. I got directions. Play pause. Beginning is just to bring it back to the beginning of that song. You got an infinite loop. That's what that is. And then one loop. And then the fade. That's just to fade out the music, but you'll still hear the click. Once I hit play on that thing, it's just connected to that play, and then pause. The fade on here is actually this guy. You'll see once we're playing here, if I hit play, the fade on that does this. Watch all the sliders, they just fade down. That's exactly what it'll do. You can hit it again and it'll go back in. All right, the infinite loop is this guy right here. That's a single loop. Okay, so now if you see it going past the MIDI cues and yet nothing's happening here, there's a reason why. So I'll show you how to make those work. We have to communicate with ProPresenter, so I'm going to show you that. Okay, one more thing, Ben. In order to communicate to ProPresenter, we got to make sure that this is on the correct network. So if you hit the home screen, which is right here, this button, go to this guy right here. You'll see the different networks. So you can see it is connected to Grace Church. That's where you want it to be. That's also where you want the IMAX to be. Also, I make sure that I'm in airplane mode. As you can see up there, the airplane. So that should automatically do it. I don't turn it off. Yeah, see how airplane right there? That is turned on. There we go. Now you can see it. Anyhow, that is all for that area. All right, man, we're going to start here. All right, so we're going to log in. So the first thing we're going to do, before we open up ProPresenter, we want to turn on the projectors. And that's done right here, Crestron X panel. Okay, so what we're going to do is we can hit main auditorium on, or just hit, right now, we just hit ProPresenter. But let's go and just do this, main auditorium on. That'll turn the foyer and the projectors in here. It's actually turning on all 3 projectors. Now, wait for those to completely load up before you open ProPresenter. I don't know why it is, but whenever we open ProPresenter first, it acts funny. Okay, one other thing too. Before we open ProPresenter, there's the TV on the stage. We want to turn that on as well, and that's in the east wing behind the stage area. So here. Okay, so they're all ready to go. They're loaded up. I can see the screen. Now I'm going to open up ProPresenter. Go to Audio MIDI Setup right here. Click that. Okay. You're going to go to Window here up in the left corner up here. Go Show MIDI Studio. Okay. Once you're here, you're going to double click Network. So I'm glad this is showing this. This here shows Rob's MacBook Pro. That is connected over in the office, but that's not what we want to connect to. So my guess is that if you're not seeing Rob's iPad, that means the iPad is not on, or it's not connected to the internet. So let me check that. Turns out the iPad was connected to Grace Church Sound for some reason. when it needs to be connected to Grace Church network. So, okay, so once we got that, got Rob's iPad 4, we're going to hit connect. Okay, right there, that means it's connected. Okay, and it's green, so we're good. So we can close that out. We don't need that open. Go to communication, okay, and we're just going to hit connect. By the way, if you have issues with any of them, the best thing to do is just to restart. If you have issues with the Playback software, close it down and then restart it. If that still doesn't solve it, just restart the whole iPad. Same thing with ProPresenter. I just wanted to give those as suggestions if you have issues with any of these things. And then obviously go through the connections if it's still not working.